All right, buddy. Scott here, Pine Man Craftsman. All right, I got a little treat coming up. I pretty much nailed down that I'm going to definitely have a guest come in here. I'm going to introduce you to one of my newfound acquaintance, changing to friend. I think we're friends now. I can say that. We might bring it up in the video. I have a golden opportunity here to continue on with my analyzation and lifelong pursuit to work and develop and build on myself and analyze things to improve, right? And also to understand. We are always learning about ourselves in situations, right? I have a couple friends that I've met here, and then I have a bunch of acquaintances, and I like everybody I've met, and it's a golden ticket to getting a true read on myself. If I call up my parents, call up my friends from back home, they know me. They know me. I grew along with them. I'm like another blade of grass in the yard. We grew up together in the same patch, so we know what the deal is. And I trust their opinion, 100%. But when it comes to new people, it's a chance to see, okay, who I am. I'm someone that works very fast internally. It comes right out. Whatever I'm thinking in public, just for instance, real quick story, walking into Tractor Supply, there was a beautiful Chevy truck with this awesome gold leaf and silver leaf door, trademark logo for the company. There's a guy in there, passenger seat. I waved to him, thumbs up, thumbs up. He's looking at me. What the heck is this? That right there is me being wacky, right? And I know it. What are you doing? And like an idiot. And I go inside, and I take it to the next level. I see the guy with the logo on his shirt sitting there checking out his, I don't know, he had some like bedding for gerbils, I guess, but I don't know what he was buying. It was like sawdust. He was buying a box of sawdust for some, maybe he had chickens or something. I said to him, he's like, hey man, I like your truck. Nice logo. He's like, oh yeah, you like that? I was like, yeah, it's a nice job. Pretty cool. I said, the guy in the truck there, though, I don't think he liked me very much. He goes, what? I said, I'm giving him a thumbs up, and he kind of just looked at me like I had, like he was about to rip my face off or something if I got any closer. And he goes, yeah, that's just him. So we had like a laugh about it. But that right there, I'm like analyzing, why did I make such a silly face and get all excited about this truck? You know what I mean? And this is just a random Saturday. Snow's just melting, salt all over the place. Truck's trashed, It's not even like, it's not a car show here. These things, these impulses just come up. And I love it because it's who I am. And I want to embrace that always. And I want to encourage that. You'll love yourself more, right, if you let your guard down and just let whatever happens come out. And you gotta have barriers and margins, and I'm gonna get punched in the face, so you gotta watch. But flirt with the hairy edge. So I got a chance to have somebody come over here and sit down and just go over like some conversation, and we're gonna do it live or whatever, film it, and then it'll be live, but then it'll be taped, whatever. I'm gonna try to set it up where we can see and hear us pretty good. And this guy I'm talking with, he's one of a group of friends that I'm making here, and we're new friends, a couple months. We all have our reasons, right, to bond with, let's say just men. Let's say we're just keeping it with guys or girls, like whatever. You obviously you want your family to get along with their family. Your significant other gets along with their significant other, and you get vice versa. It's pretty cool just to look at it, and you get to look and see how you are. What do you think of me? How am I? Am I silly to you? Do I get serious to you? Am I a little bit intense? Do I Do I analyze you? Do you feel like I'm analyzing you? Like, whoa, chill. Right. That's the point. And can we work on those things? Can we figure out how people perceive, let's say how you perceive me on this channel? Obviously, 142 people are perceiving me enough to say, maybe they just hit subscribe and they go on with their life. And I appreciate that too. I mean, embrace the uniqueness that you are, because it's it. That's your essence, right? And I hold back some of my humor. I guess I do that for fear, and that's like, I guess, part of what people do. Like, they put this little wall up. They don't want to go too far. They don't want to say something to offend somebody or be judged. Oh man, But that little wall that I have, or that little bit of a facade, is super small, and I want to get it to a zero, like, But with the world that we're in, you kind of have to have it. I put myself out there in this silly way in the past. And maybe some people look at it as being weak, like, what is this guy, a clown? He's not funny, sitting there looking at me. Or you walk up to like a real strong alpha male, leader of the pack, like the greasers. Like, there's a facade that they gotta put on, right, as an alpha male. Because an alpha male is constantly wondering who's gonna come up behind them and try to test them, right? Like, just like the wolf pack. And I get that. And I believe an alpha male, just keep it about men right now, needs to have a couple traits. He needs to have courage, right? Honor, commitment and loyalty, right? Got to be able to figure out a problem with wisdom, right? It's a lot of traits to own up to, right? The ultimate male. The ultimate male. Who is it? What is it? What is it? What is the best, version of the alpha male? Could an alpha male be somebody that's so freaking slick that they avoid the sticky situations, right? And they don't go in over their head, and they don't got to fight that huge battle because they understand how to get around. Well, that's like a greasy slime ball, right? That's a liar. That's a cheater. That's a stealer, right? The alpha male will go right through the battle, right through the war, right through straight, with a plan of attack, a plan, least amount of casualties, least amount of loss of, asset. But it's an intense way to be in regular life, So you lay down your guard and you get silly. Maybe some people drink a beer. That's one thing that people judged me on, was like, how come you don't drink? Simplest terms that I can put is that I got my brain cells the way I like them. It's obvious that they get burned or creaked and freaked when you flush them down with a beer. Some people grow to understand that, and some people say, I don't mind. It doesn't seem to affect me. I'm still functioning fine, so I could drink a beer. I can handle it. To me, it doesn't bode well. It doesn't flow with me. It doesn't jive. I don't end up good after it. Maybe I'm a lightweight. Maybe I didn't drink enough. Maybe I need to get a tolerance, whatever. I ain't doing it. That's not me. So, how to analyze ourselves so we may better ourselves, not assimilate or make people happy or make people like us, but how am I being perceived? What am I omitting? What is my image being perceived as, right? It all goes in. It goes into your hair. It goes into your style. It goes into the kind of truck you drive or car you drive, or how you treat your kid in public, all those things. And so many people say, I don't care. I don't care I don't care what you think. I don't care what anybody thinks. It's my life. To an extent, it's probably true. But I've never been one of those people because I feel like society needs to be more open to this give and take for true progress and true unity across all walks of life. There has to be some openness, sharing, reflection. Every problem, right, between two people, there's an ownership on both sides. If there's a disagreement. In here, like in here is where I have an opinion and I have a feeling or I have something that's powerful. And out there, there's another person that has that same thing. And now here we're conflicting. Is it going to come to blows? Is it going to come to financial lawsuits? Is it going to work itself out in the wash, over time? Does time just melt that difference away? To me, if I could deliver something correctly and you hate me, great. At least it's for the truth. The reason why I'm disagreeing with you understand. And you can own that and say, okay, well, you just have a different opinion. Nobody's life is any better or different or more important than another. We're all here. Anyway, I'm curious to see what people think. Not getting much feedback on the channel from this type of stuff. I like to analyze myself because I feel like there's improvements to be made. If not, we're stagnant. We're petrified. We're stuck in a rut. And if I could figure this out, I could teach my son. And then he can be a person that will grow and learn from others rather than fight. I mean, I've had friends that have been fighting since the 20s, 1999. They'll fight with you about, what shoe you should wear, how you should dress. They'll fight with you about political, who's the best baseball player of all time. Babe Ruth. Anyway, give me a shout. Let me know what you think. If this stimulates some thought, if you kind of live your life in this similar way, if you really just are oblivious to what people think about you because it doesn't affect you. I know I feel guilty if I don't try to figure out problems that I have with others internally first. Judgments, right? Criticisms. Don't judge someone until you walk a mile in their shoes. And I'm telling you right now, you walk in my shoes, you're going to have an ankle that's sore. Get a little ankle crooked. Thanks for watching.